Glad you're with us. I'm Jenna Lee.
And I'm John Scott. We're here in the Fox newsroom and happening now. Deadly storms slam the South. Stunning wide.
Well, a grim reminder of the violence south of the border. 2 Americans and
the search for justice nearly 10 years after 9/11, and Republicans are claiming President Obama chose politics over security. Hello to you. I'm John Scott.
Certainly a lot going on. I'm Jenna Lee. It's an emotionally charged hearing today on Capitol Hill on the use of military commissions for the. That's scary stuff.
It is, and they're good at it.
The link.
Yeah, do not do that at all.
That doesn't mean not the links in the emails that John and I send out to the production team with stories in it, right, John?
No,
you guys got to.
But if it's got one of those logos on it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's legitimate.
That's a good point. All right, well, watch out. Let us know if you guys experience that. A lot of our members of our own team have already gotten these type of emails, so it is out there. Be careful. It's hard enough to win a presidential election the first time around, or really ever. What does it take to get reelected, though, once you're in there? A look at the best way to campaign against an incumbent. We're going to talk to presidential historian Doris Kearns. Thanks for joining us, everybody. America Live starts right now.
Good morning to you. Hope your Wednesday's off to a great start. I'm John Scott.
Hi, John. Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee, and we're here in the Fox newsroom. And happening now, the shutdown showdown with huge consequences.
Well, their parents come here, sometimes illegally, sometimes as tourists.
Here we have consumers with this situation. We have politicians dealing with keeping the government up and running. What do you think is going to
happen? Jenna, I think a lot of these non-essential, tens of thousands of non-essential government, they're not going to reach a deal. And my opinion has changed on this. If you'd asked me last week, I would have said, yeah, they're going to get a deal. But they're still far apart. But you know what? It's only about $20 billion. And here's an amazing statistic. We're borrowing $4 billion a day. So this is only 1 week's worth of borrowing that they're arguing over.
Well, that definitely puts it into perspective. Steve, thank you very much. We'll look for your work in the Wall Street Journal. Always great to have you. On the money, Steve Moore. John?
And we welcome you to our second hour. I'm John Scott.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee. On Capitol Hill, as John was just mentioning, time running out on reaching a budget deal. This to avoid a government shutdown at midnight on Friday. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron is live on Capitol. America Live starts right now. Follow that region because there is a tsunami warning. One of the effects that we're seeing immediately here at home, again, no tsunami warning, by the way, for the Pacific, for any of our coastline, Hawaii and otherwise. But we are seeing that stocks are reacting right now.
And as we continue on this Thursday, another Fox News alert for you. Hello, I'm John Scott.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee, and we're here in the Fox newsroom. And happening now, we have breaking news in the Iran nuclear showdown as we learn of another secret nuke site. A well-known dissident just releasing satellite photos of the facility for the best, telling us, again, pretty typical as we take a look at what's happening around the world with earthquakes. And it may not seem typical. We can bring you these live pictures. And so when you see it, it certainly has an impact source up and running. We'll continue to watch the developing story out of Japan, bringing the latest as we get it.
The problem is, the government, a lot of the people don't trust the government and the power company running that plant. So when they make that kind of a pronouncement, it's anybody's guess as to whether it can be believed. A deadly coordinate.
Hey, everybody, that massive aftershock rattling Japan just about over an hour ago. Oh, it's a brand new hour of happening now. Lots of news to get to. I'm Jenna Lee.
And I'm John Scott.
Here is a Fox News alert. We're getting down to the hours as you just mentioned. Tension from a possible government shutdown right there on the horizon. So close. Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee.
And I'm John Scott.
Well, some brand new amateur video out of Libya today, reportedly showing NATO aircraft wiping out a coming up at the noon hour about what he has to say about what's happening down in D.C. Next, we're going to talk to Congressman Mike Ross. He is co-chair of the Blue Dog Coalition. They're known for reaching across the aisle. Why isn't it happening now? That's the question for the congressman coming up right after the break.
And welcome to our second hour, tracking new developments on Capitol Hill. The Senate's top Republican, Mitch McConnell, saying a short while ago he expects to reach a budget agreement and avert a government showdown. We'll see what.
Incredible work by you and your team. We have to remember Greg is here, one of the camera guys in the back, giving us a wave. We want to give him a shout out because that's how we get on TV, right?
That's it.
The camera guys
Greg
right there.
also in D.C., also a fabulous job.
We appreciate the entire team. Geraldo, thank you very much. Incredible insights as we continue to follow this story, John.
Hats off to all of
them. When they get back. But then there was a question on the chat, too. Does the president still get paid? We're still working on that one.
That's a good one. We'll try to put that update on our board, and all of our top 10 list is online, everybody.
And that's it for our show today. America Live starts right now. Morning on this Monday, we begin with another Fox News alert. Hello. I'm John Scott.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee, and we're here in the Fox newsroom, and happening right now, we have wildfire. So it gets back to how we actually define upper income, and if their taxes go up on that segment of our society, will middle-class tax hikes come next? Simon Constable is a columnist for the Wall Street Journal. Let's talk a little bit about this, because there is agreement on both sides, Republicans and Democrats, that the tax code has too many loopholes.
Absolutely.
The Republican side says lower the taxes and close the loopholes. The Democrat side says raise the taxes and close the loopholes as well. So who's right?
For people, but it had an impact. Think about the headlines on front pages. Think about money. Who'd want to compete with them? Wait until they're not competing.
And we start our second hour on this Monday. Hello to you. I'm John Scott.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Lee. And after a bitter debate that nearly shut down the
thing the president voted not to do as a senator, he now says the Senate must vote to do.
And the debt ceiling, again, extending our credit line, right? If we had a credit card and we could, the government can vote to do it. So.
All right. Thank you for joining us today.
America Live starts right now.